I do a lot better in war than I do in love.
Well, you must not be a very good lover then, bitch.
Ooh, is that SmackDown Live, Daddy? I did it, you bitch.
I did it, you bitch.
Ooh, welcome back, girl. Yes.
Welcome everyone to Ring the Bell. This is DS.
And I'm Lola Star.
And today we have a very special guest, the Sriracha Muchacha.
Yay!
Lola Star.
Double the star power here today on Ring the Bell.
So much star. I mean, you two did fight before.
Well, you know, we are fighting with our family.
Speaking of fighting with the family, the AEW's pay-per-view was Fight for the Fallen.
Oh, I see what you
That was a
did
nice,
there.
nice
I saw that. You lit in there with that sliding D.
Not the D. This pay-per-view was kind of interesting. The venue looked really cute. The amphitheater
like
look.
that.
Apparently, a lot of people there hated it though.
Would have sucked for the wrestlers because it's so hot and humid there.
Yeah.
And maybe the sound would be kind of weird.
I do miss WWE's like custom pay-per-view arenas.
Yeah,
You know,
that was pretty cool.
that was cute. Now it's all the same.
Even WrestleMania is becoming basic like that.
It's becoming like just a huge LED screen because I've been to like 6 WrestleManias myself.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
What's your
I'm trying to
favorite
get my
one?
first one.
Probably WrestleMania 30. I can't believe I was there when Undertaker lost the streak.
Oh my god.
So that the feeling and the atmosphere whenever that happened,
That
everybody's like,
feeling, yeah.
This is not a women's match, but I want to cover it really quickly because Sonny kissed.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he came out.
Yeah, with the whole like cheerleaders.
He was
Yeah.
like giving me Beyonce, like Coachella, like, you know, I was really living for it. I was getting some Funkadactyl vibes. They were like,
yeah, I thought so
they did
too.
that. I was like,
So cute.
So entertaining. I just really want him to have a more serious bout or storyline.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, he's athletic, but maybe see a little bit more than that.
yeah, definitely.
That'd be cool.
He can go.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he
he
can
has-
definitely go.
like I've seen him do like a drop kick, but he did like a backflip outside.
So
Oh wow.
Really good showcase match for Sonny
Yeah.
Kiss because
Yeah.
he's pulled out so many moves.
Totally.
It was great. What did you think of how the librarians were used?
I think their gimmick is kind of like random, especially because AEW wants to be like this whole like not as hokey, as gimmicky as other promotions.
Yeah.
So them having a librarian gimmick kind of like, oh, okay.
I love Leva, and like, I hate this gimmick, but I love it at the same time because, like, I don't know, it's something about wrestling that you can like have the
weirdest.
wackiest,
Yeah.
dumbest gimmick, and then like years from now, it's like the most over thing ever, and everybody's like carrying books and stuff, and you're just like, how did they get from like what the you're talking about to me loving it? So like, I'm kind of waiting.
Are you warming up?
I'm like,
to it?
I'm like waiting. I still don't
Okay.
get it, but I'm waiting.
So I didn't know there was like a whole backstory behind
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I didn't know about it either till here recently. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
what?
so apparently there's like a Tony Khan requested there to be a librarian gimmick as like part of this whole like storyline they're going.
Really?
And then
Yeah.
there was a whole
There's a
contest.
whole, like competition.
Yeah.
Arian? Mush. Are you kidding? It's not gonna work. How's that even? We have an open casting call to find the world's first librarian.
I mean, I guess like AEW storyline and character would make more sense when they start having TV shows.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
For now, everything's on YouTube show. But I think they did a really good job. It's a trash gimmick, but because it's so trash, people hate it.
Yeah.
And I think it works as a heel gimmick, especially like opening up, brings out so much reaction. Let's move on to the women's tag team match. It was Britt Baker and Riho. I think the AEW really likes Riho out of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Japanese girls, and I love her. They went against the debuting Bea Priestley and Shoko Nakajima.
Her little like furry tail and stuff is so cute.
Her gimmick is that she's like the kaiju,
Monster.
the monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
I think they did well with what they had. It was a little bit sloppy at times for me. But my favorite part of the match was the last 2 minutes, whenever the two Joshis really went,
Oh, yeah.
you know, really fast paced, back and forth, back and forth. Of course, Britt Baker, maybe her concussion affected her performance a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
I think at some points might have been like a little rushed.
Yeah.
Or a little bit not as crisp as it could have been.
Yeah.
Definitely not my favorite that I've seen, but good for a pre-show match.
I really like Bea Priestley.
Yeah, I like her too.
She has so much charisma in the
Yeah.
ring, and I really liked it. It was kind of a different character.
She has a different look too than
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
anybody else like that's on there right now. But I also think that AEW has really hyped up their women's division.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I really have seen an AEW women's match that I'm like, there it is. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like it's reached that level that they said. I'm not saying all women's matches have been subpar, but I don't think there's been an AEW
like a
women's
classic.
match. Exactly. So I think they're still getting.
I mean, the All In was really good. Though.
Yeah, it was.
But all those women are taken now. Even Madison's taken too.
I really liked the triple threat match last pay-per-view. Anyone that stands out to you?
I think Rhea Priestley definitely stands out. I want to see more of her. She has a cool look. A lot of people were anticipating her debut as well.
Oh, I see.
So I want to see where she goes.
I really liked how Britt Baker looked. I thought she looked really pretty.
Yeah.
Shoko is really cute, and then I also love Riho. But
I
like
so
Riho
into
too.
Riho. I'm really warming up to her moveset. I think it's really, really solid.
she just floated through the air. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, I'm just waiting though. They introduced a lot of Japanese women to this roster, and they're now currently kind of known as, oh, she's the magic girl, she's the monster.
But I think that's kind of good.
It's good, but I do wonder if they can kind of come out of that just one-dimensional and become like the full-on character.
But I think that's good because usually I feel like past practice has been, okay, we're all cute, and then like only one actually gets an identity. So I feel like it's kind of cool. It's like, okay, this one's red, this one's blue, this one's yellow, and then as we see them like build and develop on TV, we'll understand even more.
I want to see how that goes. The thing is, like, I don't want them to be like, you know how like Glow, they had this one-dimensional one character and they kind of stayed in that character, but now the trend is that they have like 360 character.
Totally.
So I'm wondering how AEW is going to do that with these Japanese women who has like this one specific gimmick. I'm the monster. I'm the magic carpet ride. I'm curious about that. Let's move on to the singles match. It is Brandi Rhodes versus Allie. The promo package. It was very emotional.
It was. I like the promo package.
It kind of confused me because I thought Brandi Rhodes was heel, and then it was like very emotional. Like, I had so much to suffer. The moment the match started, Brandi Rhodes heel turned right away after that little handshake, and then Awesome Kong came out. Was it like a swerve?
Well, I mean, Brandy's been a heel, so that was like just all a work anyway. Like, I think the crying.
It was a little confusing why they had such a earnest promo package.
Mind games, I think.
Did it work for you?
I wouldn't really say that. I liked what happened more so in the match.
Okay.
Brandy's like that might be a face, but really a heel. Like, she's really a heel, but she's trying to act like a face, especially in that promo package. I actually didn't mind the promo package.
Okay.
And I think her bringing Awesome Kong kind of calls back to whenever she's like, oh, I want this match to be awesome. And that's why she brought out Awesome Kong. But the match itself, I really wasn't too happy with it. Yeah. I definitely left a lot to be desired, at least for my end. Both women are actually really talented, and I think Brandi needs a little bit more time in the ring, honestly. Hone in on her skills, because her skill set is there. I think just a little bit tweaking, a little bit more tightening, it would be better.
I thought the most interesting thing was Awesome Kong's face that she was serving throughout the match.
I really actually liked the match. A lot of things were wonky, but seeing where Brandi started to now, holy shit. I mean, it's still like not perfect, and like I have to agree with you on that. I definitely feel like me and her, because I'm not gonna act like I'm the best and like I've been in the game for a long time, but she doesn't have like that. You would know like the placement and how to call it and all that stuff, and I feel like that's why things were off with Allie, because Allie actually is the veteran, so I feel like if the roles would have been reversed, it would have went a lot smoother.
Also, just do want to say, I don't really know what Allie's character is.
Me neither.
Like gimmick, or like
she like fires up
anything.
She's a bunny.
Is she still a bunny?
So she's an angry bunny. She has like monster in her where she just goes like
yeah, she's got that demon bunny thing.
Oh, demon bunny.
She's got that
with Rosemary.
When she's reborn.
Is she still doing that?
I don't think so, because I think she was only doing that when she was in Impact.
It's a very distinct face that she's keep giving, so I wasn't
I think
sure.
she's very like cookie cutter.
I think so too, but I hope that they like give her more, because like I said, I don't really like, if I was just a casual fan and watching it, like she doesn't really give me a reason to cheer her or stand behind her. Like give me something.
I feel like it's because, like I said, like Brandi is like not really a veteran, so like she's not selling that heel thing. She's doing it, like she's like walking through it, but it's like not like, oh my god, I hate you bitch, because then like everything Allie would do would be like, oh my god, yes, please get her, oh, she got screwed over. But like, because like you said, your favorite part was the aftermath. Because like she didn't like really like take that role by the balls.
I think this was more of a pre-women's revolution match as opposed to the high standard that women's wrestling is now.
Funny thing, I did notice that Brandi used one move that Ember and Dana was fighting about.
I noticed that too. As soon as she did it, I'm like, oh hey, look, there's that suplex.
Amber's probably furious.
She was like
What do we think about the aftermath? Audra Kong came out.
Yes.
That was pretty cool. I was living.
Of course, I actually think that was the best part and my favorite part of the whole match. I think it was kind of funny though because when Aja music's hit, I don't think anybody else knew who it was except for Awesome Kong.
Yeah.
And you could tell by her face, like how she, she was the only one that had like an actual expression and like reaction to it because everybody's like, who's that? Like nobody really even realized.
I am salivating about the whole idea of Aja Kong versus Awesome Kong at All Out. I think that's what.
But no, I feel like they should really save it.
I think they're going for All Out.
Really?
I think it's a really good opportunity because these pay-per-views, the problem that we've been keep having is that we don't know the story and character.
Exactly.
But Awesome Kong and Aja Kong, that kind of writes itself.
I feel like they should just wait a little longer.
I see that point too.
Because like, I feel like if you do it right away, then what after that? I don't know. Like I feel like it should almost be like a tag first. Like Aja's with Allie, Brandi's with Awesome.
Okay,
and then ease into it. Like keep giving us bits and pieces, but not the full on one-on-one.
Maybe they'll do that. Yeah, that's a good idea too.
Yeah.
Let's move to Extreme Rules.
Oh.
So I do have to tell you, Lola was almost like, I don't know if I'm coming to review because everything sucked. No tea, no shade. That's kind of true. Because for the women, Extreme Rules was kind of like meh. So let's start with the SmackDown match. Bayley versus Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss.
I mean, I think that's the best reaction for the match. I mean, they didn't have any botches. Everything was smooth. Everything looked good. Bayley winning clean was like, okay, what now? Like, where do you go from here? Obviously, the whole thing is gonna be like probably Nikki Cross turning on Alexa is what I'm assuming, and turning full blown like baby.
Yeah.
But still, I just feel like this match was like, oh, okay. And I think I read somewhere that match Alexa was almost not in it because she had like was it really bad like sinus infection or like was really sick or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I thought that taken into consideration, she looked great. She didn't seem like she was sick at all, and she was able to bust out all her moves.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
Like she is always like something is always going on.
Commentators keep saying the friend that abandoned Bayley.
Yeah.
So alluding to Sasha Banks.
I thought she was gonna
I didn't even hear that. I think my brain just was like, yeah, that. I didn't hear that at all. Like,
I thought they were gonna go somewhere with it, but apparently from this week's Raw and SmackDown, I guess not. She's actually not coming back. I don't know.
I really thought she was gonna come out in Extreme Rules. I'm like, this is it.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
I thought the double submission was kind of cute.
I wanted to bring that up. I thought that was really interesting and really different.
I liked it, but sometimes I hate when they like do that so easily. I feel like it takes away from it.
Yeah.
Cause like she was like owning that one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being highly critical.
Bayley cleanly defeated everyone.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Then what?
Then what? I guess they're moving on. Next match.
Exactly. Moving on.
The main event.
The main event.
Man event.
The man event.
Like, I'm just really like Becky. Stop. That is not
cute. Okay, it's done anyway. So
no,
this is the last time I'll call them. The Seki versus Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin. And Lacey Evans
had Seki on her butt.
And well, not Seki, but Seth on her butt.
Sethy.
That was very Rick Rude of her. And there was a lot of uncomfortable butt shots because of that.
And that butt shot was just on her butt cheek, not on the Seth.
Yeah,
so we're just like, wait, what are we looking at?
No, Lacey's butt. All right.
So, okay, that was never on TV where Seth was being like flirted by Lacey. That was not on TV, so I don't know why that happened. I don't know why that's on her butt.
I guess I was supposed to just be like her trying to piss Becky off.
I guess so.
Because I saw that she posted like on Instagram or something where she like kind of like edited herself into it.
She turned Becky into her.
So
that
funny.
Was funny.
They were really following the rules of mixed tag team match really well. Even though it was an Extreme Rules match, it was like really weird.
You know what? Okay, like my feelings aside, I thought it was like actually pretty like okay for a PG. It was very one-sided, but you know, they tried. And Lacey took bumps. She took a beating more than Baron.
Lacey was bleeding.
Her back was like swollen and just.
And then Becky got like a huge old lump on her head.
It's so funny.
I think not.
Lacey unintentionally keeps hurting Becky.
Maybe it is intentional. I feel like they don't like each other. Because like Becky looks so pissed off every time there's like a miscue between them. I feel like they.
Yeah, like
I'm like even if they don't hate each other, I feel like they're just like, damn you, like we were right there. What the fuck happened? Like I'm sorry, girl, I was nervous. Like well shit.
So my favorite part was when Baron Corbin hit Becky Lynch with the end of days.
Yes.
That was pretty cool.
That came out of nowhere too.
She took it beautifully too. It was awesome. I think there was a lot of creative spots in the match too. Where there were like some things you haven't seen before. They did pretty good with what they had. I mean, it wasn't like oh wow, I had to see this match, but it was decent for what it was. I was actually wondering how if they were gonna do a lot of like intergender stuff. So seeing Baron Corbin hit the end of days on her, I was like, yay, intergender wrestling.
This match also suffered from what you say a lot, like predictability, because
I mean, they were on the poster for Christ's sake. Like, come on.
Everybody knew that Becky's gonna win.
Becky. Stop trying to make Becky happen. It's not gonna happen yet.
But yeah, everyone was just waiting for this match to be over and Brock Lesnar to come out. So it was just kind of like...
I kind of laughed. I just turned around and laughed at all of them because they were so happy. And I was just like, yes, feel my pain.
Let's move to Raw and SmackDown, because now that Extreme Rules over, now the real era of Heyman and Bischoff.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially leading up to SummerSlam, because SummerSlam's one of the cornerstone pay-per-views. So I think this is when you're really gonna see their doing in their hand in this.
I sure hope so.
Fatal 4 match for the #1 contendership.
Awful. No, I'm just kidding. It was not
disrespectful. So Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Naomi, and Natalya, and they got 25 minutes. It was shocking because for weeks or months now, women have been getting like really short match. People have been complaining, and then now, bam, like 25-minute match. It was the longest match of the entire show.
And you get 25 minutes and you have people complaining about it. But the thing is, it really should have not been 25 minutes. Yeah. Like, it got really sloppy. There was a couple times where I think there was a lot of miscues. Like, Naomi did the amazing finisher off the stairs, but then she is like, yeah, I did that. I'm like, yeah, but you should also register that you did that. I don't know, they just took me out of it for a little bit. The whole crowd, obviously.
It's impossible. And nonetheless, going to bode well for Natalya.
I don't want to say like, oh, the crowd has the right to do that, but if it's going to be an even playing field, if you don't like a match, you can boo it, whether it be women or men.
Yeah. I think the problem is that people keep saying on Twitter, like, oh, we need Ronda Rousey back, like, we need Sasha Banks back. But it's more about like how WWE, because they're spending so much time on the main stars, they've been really snoozing on like the mid-card stars.
Yeah,
that's why like we have the issue we have now with the Fatal 4-Way.
So exactly. So now that we have Natalya and Naomi,
Natty, where are you? Dude, back here, you old fuck.
They had hot storylines. Like Natalya, remember that table match?
With Ruby. That was so good.
And Naomi was the hottest star. Yeah. But because they've been just MIA from TV, now they're on TV. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
And then they're tired of Alexa, which I mean, okay, I kind of get it.
I'm glad Alexa didn't win because it's like, oh, that's gonna be
that would have been like, girl, come on.
Yeah. But you know what I did notice about this match is that Carmella,
she snapped.
She did really well in this match. She was really awesome. She told great story.
She gave the best tilt-a-roll head scissors ever. Yeah. Like Kelly was crying. Like,
I mean, as much as Alexa's really good on the mic. She has great character, but her match style, I feel like it needs to change.
It's not even her fault. I feel like they tell her, go do the least amount you possibly can. Like, I feel like that's literally what they tell her. Because she was showing that she had moves. She was in the Performance Center doing all this crazy 205 shit.
She just needs to change up her style because I feel like her style for last couple of pay-per-views and this match, it's not working in this day and age of women's wrestling.
I feel like if it was used against the right person and not so much, it would be fine. It's good having that annoyance when like you're really wanting somebody to get that opportunity. Like,
I don't think we can necessarily put the blame on one person in the match.
It was a lot of things.
Yeah, it was, and I think it was because it was a lot of small things that added up to this big old thing that everybody was just like basically shitting on and booing. I think if maybe they had less time, maybe if it was the agents or the producers would have set it up a little bit better. Just the format of it, the timing, how they had the moves and like the little things, like Natty's shoulders weren't down and then all of a sudden they were. I don't know, it was just really all over the place for me.
After the match, Becky Lynch starts speaking.
Yeah.
And I was like, the man is back.
Yeah, okay, I felt it. It felt like SmackDown Live, like, Charlotte, you bitch. Like, that's what I was feeling.
Because the thing is, the man character is so based on the reality, Becky and Natalya has so much history to like go on. I think it's gonna be good.
Natty is very, very talented, well-rounded, technical. But the thing is, like, her character and her are just like so stale and boring. I think Becky and the man works because of who her counterpart is. If it's just Natty, it's just like, oh, okay, you know, maybe Becky will bring it out of her. You know, because I feel like Becky, her character was brought out by Charlotte, by Ronda, and you know, like even Nia and stuff. But hopefully Becky will be able to bring that like fire out of Natty that I think she so badly needs.
Natty's so like poised, like respect, like this. I love this business, and Becky's like, man, this business, I'm doing whatever the hell I want. So it's like they're naturally just gonna clash. And like I loved it, like how we saw just a taste of that on Raw.
I do a lot better in war than I do in love.
Well, you must not be a very good lover then, bitch.
Ooh, is that SmackDown Live, Daddy? I did it, you bitch.
I did it, you bitch.
Ooh, welcome back, girl. Yes. Somebody tweeted something about her like retiring or something like that. I don't want her to retire. I mean, I don't think she'll ever truly retire anyway, because Daddy's gonna like literally be wrestling in the retirement home, like
me,
still putting people in the sharpshooter. Like, I would love for her to have like a Trish Stratus moment.
You want this to be a retirement match?
No, I mean, I don't want it to, but I want it to almost have that feel.
Like a big match feel.
Yeah, because I mean, it's going to be on her home turf. Like, she's like queen of SummerSlam. Even if it's just for a little bit, like, I think they should let her do it. I think she deserves it.
And I know it's going to be in Toronto, but I don't know if Canada feels the same way about Natty.
But I think if they build her right. I mean, it'll be hard to like combat Becky because she's so hot, but I think if they endorsed her properly, it could work.
She just needs some fire, man. Like, come on, Natty. Like, bring it.
Last time we were in Canada, I think
they did.
Natalya got food, right?
But I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
It was so random because it wasn't even about Natty. And Becky was like hot as hell right then, so they didn't give a about anybody else.
But do we think it was the best choice out of 4?
Other than Naomi, yes.
I want my choice to be Naomi, but because she was so like almost like watered down and like pushed to the wayside, like it's almost like not a practical choice. But hopefully they'll use this time to build back up everybody because you need a really good contender to go against the man. You know.
I think Becky Lynch definitely needs that good match right now. It hasn't been the most pop-in. The quality of the matches that she had during that process in Evolution. TLC, that just like really intensified the legend of the man, and we need it back.
But they also gave her like real like developed people. So because I thought Lacey was just gonna be a snack, but like they made her a meal, like a buffet. Like they came back several times. I'm like, okay, like you know I do love Lacey, but if you're not gonna pull the trigger and let her be the baddest bitch, let's move on.
And quite honestly, I think Lacey would have benefited from spending a little bit more time in NXT as opposed to like getting her to the main roster and shooting her to the moon. Like in the main event spot,
or even mid card.
It might have been overwhelming too.
I think that's exactly.
I feel like all the little opportunities she was given in NXT, she completely nailed. So I get like what they were thinking. Like, okay, we can't do Charlotte anymore. Lacey's military, all that stuff, because you know they love people from the military.
Absolutely. So. SmackDown was popping.
It was very different. I liked it. I was living.
I see what you did.
Oh, I just
again.
Olivia, girl, I've been waiting.
Let's start from a town hall segment. I feel like this is gonna be like a recurring thing or something.
Have they done this a couple times now?
They said this is gonna be the first one.
Oh,
maybe they're doing it again. I don't know.
But I know they love their first ever, so they gotta always throw it out. This is the first time we were eating a pie on SmackDown Live.
My ass is hungry. But anyway, Charlotte and Liv, they were on a mic. It was amazing.
You know, DS.
Shut up.
But I am the queen. Shut up.
I like that.
So I did love that.
I love it. Yeah, and Liv Morgan finally spoke.
Yeah. I love her voice because she sounds like, she looks nothing like it, but if you couldn't see her, you just heard her. She sounds like a like snot-nosed kid that's like the biggest nerd. But like she's not. She's so hot and cute. Charlotte, shut up. Like, you're the phoniest person like, that's literally how she sounds. So but it's so cute.
So this goes into a singles match. It was so fresh.
It was. I was happy to see Liv be like an individual. Because I think her being in the Riot Squad definitely elevated her and like made me actually like her a little bit more. But seeing her have her own personality, her own, and like being an individual and like growing from that was really cool.
I wonder where she's gonna take it, like, because I know, like you said, she was a pizza in NXT.
She was a pizza?
She was a pizza girl in NXT.
Yeah, she was a Jersey pizza Pizza Girl, yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Oh, that would have actually been kind of. Oh my gosh, that could have actually kind of worked. Like it could have been like that's like what she did on the side.
Delivering pizza.
She was like Pizza Girl, but like she wrestled. Like I mean, you know, it's different. Whatever. Carmella was a hairdresser.
Yeah, she was a hairdresser. You know, Candice was a makeup artist.
Candice. Oh, Michelle?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was like Candice LeRae.
So what do you think about this match?
Good. I was living. It was cute.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I really like Liv Morgan's moveset. All those insecurities and kicks that she does.
Yes, and the height on her.
Yeah, especially for her being so like smaller and stuff like that. So I think it was good. I mean, I'm not gonna say, oh, she gave Charlotte a run for her money, but I think it really elevated her, and I want to see what's next. Especially when she got on the Corey Graves' thing and said, "Oh, Charlotte's right. I'm gonna be real."
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh. What is that going to look like?
I'm excited
What is
about
that going to be?
Yeah, I'm so excited about that. So I guess she's leaving that pink character.
So maybe that's why it took so long too, because maybe they were working with her to develop
New
like
characters.
who Liv Morgan truly was going to be moving forward.
Yeah,
I love that.
What would it be?
I don't know, but I'm excited to see. Maybe it's going to be Olivia. I've been calling her that for a long time.
I mean, she just fits this character so well. I feel like there's so much more that she can like tap into.
I don't think she'll leave the blue tongue alone.
It's just a small, tiny little thing that I really, really hope she's the one that they came up with. I mean, I don't know if somebody told her she came up with it, or maybe it was one of those like accident, like you have a blue tongue, so now you have to keep on doing that every show. You know, like it just so happened because it's just like a tiny little thing that makes you stand out, and it's very marketable because you'll see like little girls. It's super easy to have a blue tongue, eat a lollipop, or whatever, and have that like that kind of like a connection with the fans that they could replicate and stuff like that. So
like just owning a little bottle of sriracha, you know? Because I think of you all the time.
I know it's so awesome too when like people see something sriracha and they send it to me. I'm like, yeah, brand recognition.
I also like seeing Charlotte in this position because she really doesn't need another championship storyline because she's already such a big deal. And this match seemed like an important match. Even though it was just a throwaway match, Liv looked really awesome going against Charlotte. So I really want to see Charlotte have this mid-card storyline and build other talents up.
Yeah, I agree.
Speaking of building other talent up, I do want to like shout out Bayley because she has been talking a lot about elevating the SmackDown Women's division, and I feel like she honestly might be doing stuff like that behind the scenes because in her interview she shouted out, which really took my wig, Eva Marie. Like, of all people.
Eva Marie, she used to wrestle with NXT also, and we had a cool little storyline going on somewhere in there. My matches with her were some of my favorite because it was so easy. They hated her and they loved me, so it just made it so much fun and easy.
Like, I mean, like, not that that's a bad thing to me because you guys know I love Eva, but she actually, like, credited her and said that was one of her favorite rivalries. Not Charlotte Flair. She did mention her best friend Sasha Banks, but, like, of all the things she's done, she said she loved working with Eva Marie.
Wow.
She also tweeted out to her rivals who she lost to and kind of, like, tipped the hat to them, telling the Iconics to really keep fighting for the women's tag division. All and behold, they have a actual championship match, which we'll talk about in a second. Ember is getting an opportunity, like, so, you know, I think we've decided to stand. Like, I think I'm a hugger, you guys.
Speaking of Bayley, let's move to the tag match. It was Sonya and Mandy Rose with Ember Moon and the mystery partner and Bayley. Which was kind of like...
I kind of saw that coming.
You did?
Yeah, because like when you looked at the SmackDown preview, like they're not gonna ignore their champion. Of course, Bayley's got to do something. Olivia already had her match against Charlotte, so if nobody else was left, I mean, Lana was gonna come out and be sprinkling salt everywhere. I would have, but we have all this overtime at Amazon. I couldn't even make it. So,
so what do we think about this new match, Bayley versus Ember Moon?
I mean, I'm excited. I'm happy to see like some representation. Yeah, for sure. I feel like it's been a minute. We've been through a representation drought.
Latina versus black woman. That's like
opportunity.
I see where you're going.
Holy shit!
Yeah, we haven't seen POC woman having match in a pay-per-view in a while.
And this is at one of the big four.
Yeah,
and they could possibly upstage Becky Lynch and Natty.
For sure.
I'm just gonna say that the 4 women that are gonna be in SummerSlam are all Shimmer alums. So it's really cool.
That's really cool.
Seeing all the Shimmer girls.
And you're a Shimmer.
You're a Shimmer.
I mean,
you shimmer a little bit. She got her shimmer on her eyes too. Okay.
So as Ember's bestie, what do you think of the whole situation?
I mean, I would say Bessie, but that's my girl. Thanks to Ember / Athena. She's the reason why I even got my foot in the door at Shimmer, so that's pretty cool. I think it's awesome seeing her. Like, it's like, oh, one of our own. You know, like, especially coming from the indies, and it's always great to see somebody who did get their start in the indies actually making it, and especially at that level. And all 4 of them, Becky, Natty, Bayley, and Ember have all came through here, came through Shimmer and Berwyn Eagles Club. So you know, when I see that, that gives me not only hope for me, but hope for all the other women who are going through the same thing. They're like, hey, we could do it. So,
absolutely.
As opposed to, you know, the typical like, oh, I was a model, now a wrestler, I'm just using this as a stepping stone type of deal. So it's awesome to see like real women who appreciate and love the business, as opposed to like, I'm just doing this.
Committed to the process.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was such a breath of fresh air. I was so into it. I was like, oh my god, finally.
I know, he was like blushing watching it.
I was so happy for Ember. Like, Ember was just screaming. I was like, yeah, I feel you. Because you've been there so long doing nothing.
She's been there for over a year and a half on main roster and did absolutely like...
She has one of the coolest finishers, too. Like,
I mean, her moveset in general is really good. Great. So, I mean, clearly people had to like dip out of it a little bit. Ooh! Well, you know, when the moon is out, there ain't nothing but shade, honey. Ooh, I am on fire tonight.
See how Iconics changed this woman.
We didn't talk about that yet.
So let's talk about Iconics match. The Tag Team Championship.
Ooh. They were serving looks. I'm determined that you were right about them
possibly defending
having the title defense at Elimination Chamber. I mean, why do I keep wanting to call Extreme Rules Elimination Chamber? Like, Elimination Chamber was a terrible night for me. I'm still scarred.
That outfit gave me like a big match vibe.
It did,
So I almost thought something big might happen.
It was a very fast-paced match. Like, the way it started, like, boom, 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 boom. It was like, oh, no. Kept on looking over, like, you're like, are you going to be okay?
I know, I was like...
Are you going to be all right? Like, do I need to,
like, a lot is happening.
Somebody?
Like, it was put a pillow on the floor. I thought I was going to faint.
Something, geez.
What was it that happened to Billy or Peyton? They got kicked, and I was like, oh, shit, is it really, like, is it going down like that? Okay.
I think because it was the sequence that Kyrie and...
I love that sequence.
I couldn't even process. It was just like, boing, boing, boing.
Even the camera couldn't process how thick it was.
Like, but it looked good. It didn't look too sloppy. Like, it did in a good way. You know, intrigued. Like, oh, man.
I was just freaking out. I was, like, clutching onto the titles.
I could tell that these two teams has been working on a house show for a while because they worked really well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm guessing this match is also going to be on SummerSlam. And I think this match could be great.
Yeah, I agree.
I just really hope that the women's tag team titles start to mean a little bit more, because right now I feel like they've been kind of like put to the side. Like, if you're winning tag team titles, it means like you're like gonna be not on TV as much or not defended as much. I really, really hope it gets elevated, means something, because it's awesome. It's a big deal to have women's tag team titles again.
I kind of am not as upset anymore, because it makes sense why it was just not making sense at first. Because I was so annoyed with the whole thing, but you know, they had the program drop because of Nikki.
The Bella Twins,
and you know, they didn't expect her to retire, so they probably were, well, what the fuck do we do now? So okay, just hire some jobbers until we figure it out, which is what they kind of did. And then I guess when they couldn't figure that out anymore, they were just like, okay, well, you guys just do segments, pick on Bayley.
Where do you think this will go with Kabuki Warriors, though?
They probably will get that moment at SummerSlam, which kind of sucks, though. I mean, like, it doesn't suck for them, because like it'll actually start making it, like, I'm starting to see them as a team, I guess. But it's just like, it'll suck because the Iconics got this longest reign for what? They didn't do anything. You know, I was hoping that like they could really like show like...
Because I don't think they've had like really defended their titles where I'm like, oh, this is an awesome match or competition. Like this match, I thought it was going to go that way. I get it, why they rolled out, you know, got to count out.
Overwhelmed.
Like, totally. Right? Like, oh no, hold on. I mean, they're the, you know, the chicken shit heels. Of course they're going to roll out and keep their titles and get counted out for it.
So that was a pretty hopeful week of WWE. So, I feel like SummerSlam might be fun. And of course, SummerSlam was when we first started Ring the Bell last year.
Welcome to Ring the Bell.
Really?
Yeah.
It's only been a year. I feel like you guys been around forever.
It's a big pay-per-view. It's like a whole circle. So...
I want to do it too. I feel left out.
Thank you so much for watching this week's review. Where can we find you, Paloma?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Paloma Star. I love replying to people. Come get me all your messages, your comments, show me the love. Because I always read you guys' comments, and everybody's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we forgot to talk about Alicia Fox today.
Yay, Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox, yay. You can find me at Dia Shin.
Oh yeah, I had to block the one Foxtrotter. They were doing too much. And it was on your birthday too. No ma'am. No ma'am. But you can follow me at the Lola Star on everything.
Bye.
Bye.